everybody, it is Jessica Lynn from JessicaLynnOriginal.com. I am so excited you're here. Just a reminder, behind the card, tonight's show is live. So I want to hear from you. So over in the comments section, feel free to talk to us, interact with us, engage. We'd love to hear from you. So let me go ahead and hide that real quick. Good evening. It is our 10th show. 10 shows. I cannot believe, I have no idea. Time is flying. Literally, I think we need to slow it down. Although, I mean, being home, it feels like it's flying. I always remember thinking, if I had all the time in the world, what would I do? I do about a million things, and now, you know, haven't done nearly as many things as I thought I would. So, believe it or not, episode number 10. I cannot believe it. I thank you all for joining me tonight. Again, my name is Jessica Lynn Mold. I am the owner of, where is it over here? JessicaLynnOriginal.com. And I am so excited. My guest tonight, her and I just spent the last 20 minutes talking. And I'll be very honest, we joked and said, all right, interviewed. Oh, wait, we got to do our interview still. So she is so much fun. She is super, super fun to talk to. So I cannot wait to bring her on. I already see that there's a couple of people joining us, so we'll just give them a moment. But let me go ahead and bring on my friend, Amy. I am so excited for you guys to get to know her. Yay, Amy!
Hi.
How are you?
Great. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for asking me.
I am so happy.
It's fun.
We are. I mean, even just our 20 minutes before it even started, we laughed so much.
Yeah,
already, I think, got to know each other entirely too much in 20 minutes. So I'm going to tell you guys, episode number 10, buckle up, be ready, because between her and I,
Wild
I'm going to tell you, it's going to be an interesting one, I think. We've got her husband on mousing today, and we've got, so we've got whole crew. Yep. Well, we do have some people saying hello already. Yay!
I saw Waleska that you interviewed her, and I used to work with Waleska. She's fantastic.
She was actually my very first guest on my show.
Oh, I love her. I love her.
She's so awesome. Sweet. She's so sweet. And literally, she was so nervous before she went on, and then she was just like, I'm in. Let's do it.
It did not go. She was fantastic.
Oh, your team is here too. Look at their
I love my team.
Yay! We're so happy to have you here live tonight. We've got I'm going to Walt Disney World. Hello, everyone. Glad you're here with us today. Juliska, just how do you say it?
Oh, Juliska.
How do you say it?
Jules. Call her Jules.
Love it. Jules. She says, hi, everyone. Love this image. Very pretty.
Yeah, isn't that cute? She's super talented lady.
She's so excited to get to know you better. Well, we'll see what kind of questions she asks then, right?
Yes.
Our girl at Not Too Shabby. Love her. Love her.
Not Too Shabby. Hi.
Yeah. Have you worked with them before?
No.
She is amazing. She is amazing. You should see the work that she does. She has our stamps in her store. And oh my gosh. Yeah. She took our Brentwood. There's a camping set that we did, and she made this whole tent with this beautiful fire, and then she lit it up. It's gorgeous.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
And she made this really pretty triangle. Yeah, and our gnomes. I could go on forever. So.
Oh, I see my daughter just popped in.
Let's see. We've got. Oh, she got some. Oh, yes, she did. Jules. Oh, she told me there. See if I would have just given her a moment, right?
Yeah, just a moment.
And Diana is in here as well. Is that your daughter?
Yeah, that's my daughter.
All right, daughter's in the house.
Daughter in the house.
Well, welcome everybody. I am so excited. I am so ready to kind of just jump in and ask you a bunch of questions. And I know, like I said, after 20 minutes, you're a spitfire, and I know you're gonna. I hope I have enough questions to get us through our time. I'm just teasing you.
If not, I'll just keep on talking. It's totally fine.
And we got Julie saying hi as well. So
hey,
glad
Julie.
to have you guys all with us. Again, this is live. So if you got questions while we talk, ask them. Obviously, I'll throw them in at the appropriate time. Sometimes I throw them not at the appropriate time, but I will do my best. Before we get started, first thing I want to share here is just if you want to go out and visit Amy's website, it's sassyandcrafty.com. And we will go out and visit it in just a little bit so you can kind of talk us through a little bit too.
All right. That sounds good.
Yeah. And you're also on Instagram. I love showcasing Instagrams because it's a fast way for everybody to kind of just get to know you.
Yeah.
Get a feel for what your style and what the colors that you use or your team
little
uses.
screenshot of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Peeking in the medicine cabinet almost. It's always
right.
good. It's always good.
So let's go ahead. We'll start all the way back at the beginning. I always ask everybody because I think it's so fun to learn where everybody comes from. So what got you interested in the stamping world? How did you kind of enter into this whole...
That's a funny story because I was crafting before it was, and scrapbooking before it was a thing.
Before it was cool?
Yeah.
Before it was cool. I mean, come on.
Be honest.
OG.
So yeah, I was doing it, way back when, like early 90s and whatnot, and started getting more and more into crafting and scrapbooking and all that, and saw kind of stamping from afar, and honestly did not want to go there because I knew if I did, it would be all in.
Yeah,
exactly. It would be all in. All my budget would be gone. And so finally, I just delved into it. I think it was like maybe about 10 years ago.
Okay.
No, actually like 14 years ago. It's about 14 years ago. And I was just hooked. I was just absolutely hooked. And it just kind of overtook my life. And then once I realized I could kind of, partner my drawing along with stamping, it took on a whole new thing for me. I love
that.
Yeah.
Because you and I have a very similar background that way.
Very much.
Yeah. I mean, I started about 15 years ago. So between the two of us, that's like 30 years of experience. And I'm not going to, not like as one solid, but if we added them together.
Yes.
But, I mean, even 15 years ago, when you think about that, it doesn't feel like 15 years ago.
No, it goes by so fast.
It really did. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we both had very similar. So when you do you remember the first company stamps that you tried to use?
Yeah. Stampendous.
Nice.
Yeah. I was a designer for years. For the last 21 years, I was designing for stores and company and traveling and teaching.
Wait. What were you doing before?
Designing for scrapbook stores and crafting stores.
Really?
And then different companies would approach me to present their product at different conferences. So I'd travel and teach and do things like that. Yeah. And then for a while I had my own scrapbooking line come out with Creative Imaginations. They're since like closed. They're not around anymore. But
can you find them on eBay?
I don't think so. I don't think you can find the products anymore because it was a while ago. But Stampendous, I started with their stamps, fell in love with them, and then I wound up designing for them. So it was like this total full circle moment, and it's still one of my favorite companies.
I think I have like a penguin of theirs somewhere.
Oh,
like the little penguin, the mom and the baby, where they're holding the Christmas
snow hat, little snow hat on. It's my favorite. I just love Stampendous. They're so fun.
Just because they were the first ones to me that were very kind of cute and quirky at the same time, but yet they weren't overly designed. So I still felt like I could do it, like color them and stuff.
Yeah, very much. You could make it your own still.
Yeah, like I remember I did the penguins in like every color, I think. Because I was like, well, why not? They don't have to be black and white. They can be colorful.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be anything you want it to be.
Well, I'm jealous because that was what I tried to do when I started, was to send my stuff off to, close to my heart. And when I sent it off, because my boss had said, well, just try it. They were like, yeah, cute. No. so I'm proud of you. That's awesome. And I love that you toured. Now, when you toured, what were you just doing demos or?
Yeah, I was mostly the Northwest teacher. So I worked for a couple of different companies, and then I would just go to conferences, and, they could be really small for a small store conference, or it could be like a bigger one and, teach like 100 people or teach like 10 people. Or
I'll turn this way so that I can look at you while you're talking.
Okay. Like we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're goofy. No, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun. I enjoyed it. It just got to the point where I didn't want to travel anymore. So I just decided to stay home and do more designing, just, with stamping and sending in samples for catalogs and for like the boards that you see in the stores and stuff like that. Oh,
that's cool. That's fun. I've seen plenty of the boards, but that's fun to know that you actually did those.
That was my thing. That was my jam.
That was your jam. Did you, Did you ever do a lot of like the swaps or anything like that when that was kind of trending back then? Do you remember all that? Like everybody's doing the swaps and the...
Yeah, I did a few, but I never got heavily into it. I was just always so busy with cranking out the cards, and Beth can attest to this, my partner. When I get going, I just really get going. Like, so I'll make anywhere from 30 to as many as 60 samples a month.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like once I get into
desk, I'm looking at it going, I make like 4 and this thing's like a whole rack. I can't imagine making that many. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Jules says you're such an awesome way to grow in the industry. So agreed.
Yeah, absolutely. I encourage anybody, like if you want to grow and do different things, take your cards, take your samples and submit them to your favorite companies, because all they can do is say no. You know, you're no worse off, and you may get some exposure and a job from it.
Never know. I mean, I do a lot of guest spots. I don't know what you guys do for your design team. We can talk about that in a little bit too.
Yeah.
But I've done a lot of guest spots that way just by people tagging us. And I'm like, oh, I like what you do. How about I send you another one and you make another one for me, you know?
Yeah, it's great. You know, and that's what's so awesome about like this industry, really, and any art industry, is like there's something for everybody. So it's like, even if you think, oh, I'm not very experienced, or, you know, I don't color as well as that person, your art speaks to somebody. Somebody out there is, you know, inspired by your art. So it's like there is no wrong way to do it. That's what's
I love that. That's a t-shirt right there.
Right?
Someone is inspired by your art.
Put it on the couch.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, can it be one of the ones where there's a sequence so I can have 2 sayings maybe? No.
That's perfect.
Well, just in case the one day I'm like, I'm not feeling what that one's saying today, you know, we can change it
like,
out.
Done with it. Taking the sequence off. Over it.
Aw, you are pretty amazing, your daughter says, but you know, she's known that for,
Purdie perfect. She loves to call me that and tease me. Purdie perfect.
She's known that for quite a long time, though, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, she's pretty awesome herself.
Aww. Dude, no one can stop Amy. She's a beast. So I have to say, can I tell the story about what my daughter said? Is that okay?
Yes, I would love that.
Okay.
Awesome.
So I have to share this because, and we're going to continue to talk about our companies and all kinds of good stuff, but I have to share this. So my daughter is absolutely in love with Trolls 2. And she saw me making the graphics and she goes, Mom, you're gonna have the rock and roll troll on your show. That's amazing. And I was like, I don't know how she's gonna react to that, but okay, I will tell her. And now when I see it, I love it though. Like
I love it. I'm the rock and roll troll.
Like I love, and now you know what I mean. It's just the movie, but it was one of those that she saw, and it was just the sweetest thing from a 6-year-old. Oh my gosh,
that is a huge compliment.
Oh, you are a troll.
You know what? My height goes along with that too, because I'm really small.
Oh, so we can't see on camera, right?
No,
I'm 5'10", so between the two of us.
I have to give a shout out though to my daughter, because this hairstyle is copied. I copied her.
Oh.
So this is actually her haircut, and I just
cute,
think it's
though.
amazing. So
it's cute though. I like the color. I think everybody, you know, has to decide what's right for them. I think it's cute.
Yeah. And when you wake up in the morning, it's done. So
that actually sounds really nice compared to all this. I'll be honest.
It's done.
Oh my goodness. Oh, you're getting lots and lots. Oh, she's changing nicknames in all our group chats.
I'm now going to become the troll.
Rock and roll troll.
I'll take it.
What's her name? Okay, now I have to look it up. Does somebody know what her name is? She has a name.
Does anybody know?
What is her name? Now I gotta go Google that while we're here.
Rock and roll.
Sorry guys. It's one of those.
No, we gotta have it. We gotta have the name.
Otherwise, it just doesn't make sense. Barb. Her name is Barb.
Barb, the rock and roll troll.
That's it. You know, and it's not a very rock and roll name, but it's Barb.
That's hilarious.
Oh, she loves that you rock your hair. It's awesome.
Aww.
So, when you first started, so you said you were designing all of these things, and then you started drawing pen and ink, which I love because that's exactly how I still run my company. Everything I draw is pen and ink. So,
love it.
When you were starting that way, were you literally like sketchbook, pen and ink, the whole bit, just like that?
Absolutely. In fact, when I started my company before this one and I was drawing all the stamps, I could not transition between that and a digital pad. So I bought a digital pad that you could put paper on and then draw. because I couldn't do it. Because I'm a pen and ink kind of girl.
I'll be honest. I refuse. I have an iPad. I have iPad Pro. I got the whole bit. I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it electronic. Nope. I'm old school. I don't know what you know what I think it is. When I was younger, I was obsessed with Disney animation.
Yes.
And Disney animation, like, I'm so sad that they did not promote Princess and the Frog the way they should have. They should have done. So Disney, if you're listening, you should have done an entire.
I'm sure they are.
Because they're watching a card show on Saturday nights. That's what we all do if we work at Disney. Well, I don't know. I did have a guest on who worked at Disney, so maybe, who knows?
So you never know.
Mr. Jeff, yes, he was a couple of weeks ago. But what they should have done is they should have gone across the country promoting the fact that this was hand drawn, because it was a big deal that if you watch Princess and the Frog, it was 100% with some digital fixing. Hand drawn, which
is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, to think that somebody sat there.
Yeah,
and they didn't promote it that way. And I'm like, if they would have, they could have inspired another generation of animators.
Completely.
Because when I was a kid,
all the Disney cells, the layered cells, that's what got me.
Me too. And I remember when I was a kid, we went to Hollywood Studios, MGM. I'll call it MGM forever. We went down there, and I remember they had this whole building set up with all the animators in there. And you only got to go on a tour. And it reminded me kind of like of Jurassic Park, where you were only supposed to see them for a few minutes. And I was like, no, I'm not done. I don't want to walk away. And my mom was like, okay, let's ask. So she went over to the tour guy and said, so inspired. Can she just, they let me sit there for almost 2 hours. I kid you not.
Really? That's amazing.
My mom was like, well, we're going to go do something else for a little bit. And the guy was like, well, she's 16. She can just sit here. I'll keep an eye on her. It's fine. And I did. I sat there. Maybe I was a little younger, but I was like obsessed.
That's like, why we will forever be pen and ink artists.
I sat there and I just stared at them. And I watched them draw, like, I think it was, I don't make myself sound older than I am. I think it was like Lion King, or it could have been, like Pocahontas, or it could have been, I don't know. But it was one of those. And I remember just sitting there. My mom was like, I'm just going to let her have her time, because I'm not going to scare her.
That love of that is precisely why it's so hard to make the digital jump.
Yeah, it is. Thanks for bringing that full circle for me. But yeah, no, totally. But it is. So literally, I mean, I still, to this day, hand draw every stamp I make. Because now I'm a techie. I love techie tools. I love all the fun stuff.
Me too.
And so I used to have like a big old school scanner, blah, blah, blah. And instead, so I don't have to scan it anymore, I actually found there's an amazing app you can put on your phone that scans it actually better than a big full-size scanner.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh, well, I can do that. So I've been able to kind of do some of that. So that's kind of a fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. We got some people here. My problem with drawing is yes, seriously, I am the same way. I have no patience, and But
I feel that. 100%.
Oh,
thank you.
You're getting some love. Love that. Yeah. So it's truly that. I think that love of just that old school animation that I think keeps us bound to wanting to kind of keep drawing. Yeah,
absolutely.
So when you first started, now can you tell me a little bit, because I know this is your newest company, is kind of a second generation. Can you tell me a little bit about kind of how you started your first one? And for those who may not know your first one, could you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I started Wit and Sass because, like you, somebody approached me and said, why don't you just make your own? If you draw, just do that. So I did that and ran the whole company, just myself and my husband, and was doing, really well at it. But the illnesses that I have a couple of rare disorders, they actually like flared up. And at the time I didn't know I had them. I knew there were problems, but we didn't know what it was. And it was the stress of having the company and doing it all myself that made the issue flare up. So I had to close the company, but it's also a blessing because I got diagnosed.
That's true.
So it was a blessing in disguise, because then it started me down a different path and helped me have more understanding.
Well, and I am a true believer that things happen when they're supposed to.
Absolutely.
And if you don't watch for those signs, you'll never catch on. You know what I mean? And I
totally agree.
I've had plenty of things in my life that, I can even point this way to some of those things that had I not paid attention enough, you know what I mean? They would have never happened. So
yeah, exactly. And then that's when my friend Beth approached me, and she had a company herself. And so she's like, hey, let's do this together.
Company, or what kind of company was hers?
She had a stamp company as well. It was Beth Designs.
Oh, okay. Oh, you didn't say that before. Now I know. Okay. I'm learning new stuff too. Love it.
So she's like, let's combine efforts, like it was too much for her. It was too much for me, but together, along with our other partner, Teresa Rankin, we're able to put this together. It's magic.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome. So when you first started, you guys came together and said, okay, I'm going to be was she an artist as well? I can't remember if her stuff she drew.
Beth doesn't draw, but she's a mixed media artist.
Okay. I was like, I didn't think she was an artist, and I apologize. I couldn't remember. So was she like, all right, you're going to draw and I'm going to do this? Or kind of how did that whole process kind of start for you guys?
The funny thing is we said, let's just do the company. And then we just hit the ground running. Like we didn't even really have a conversation that much about it. We're like, let's do it. Let's go. And then obviously me drawing, that's going to come in time because I have to work up to that just because of my physical limitations. And right now we just like to honor and promote artists that we loved. Beth says, I begged her to do it. Right. She's like, come on, you can do this. So, and I'm so glad we did because like, I really love our company. Oh, thanks, Jules. You know what? We're only as awesome as the people that surround us. So Jules is one of those people. So
I'll tell you, this community is very embracing and very encouraging.
Yes.
And I love the fact that, number one, that you're on a show like this tonight. And, a lot of people, and I've said this in the past when I've had other companies on with me, that they're like, ooh, 2 companies, you guys, rivals, women, companies, can't be like, are you kidding me? Come on, I would design something with you in a heartbeat. And I think we should. I think we should
promote each other. We promote each other. It's all about lifting each other up, man. And that's what this industry is about. And yes, collaboration would be awesome.
We should, especially because now that I know that you did draw all that stuff, Brentwood needs to be hanging out with like, I don't know, a zebra or like a unicorn or some chickens or something, because he does love chickens.
It'd be so much fun.
He does love chickens. I'm going to tell you that.
Teresa is a huge chicken fan. That's why she's Petunia.
It's awesome. So can you, on your website, it was so cute. Like I went out there and at first I was like, because a lot of people ask me, I told you before, why is Brentwood dressed like a pirate, right?
Right.
It's my love of Disney. So I went out to her website, and I'm just going to go out there real quick. I'm going to share it with everybody so they can see it too.
Okay, cool.
Let me just go out there. Let me click on the right link because that will always help, especially when you're live, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. It's fun. When you do a show like this, I'm sort of the lighting director. I'm the scenic behind the scenic director. Right. I'm the talent in front. I'm the person backstage going, cut, move this over, change this, here, switch us around, doing all that fun stuff. All right. So let me go ahead and share my screen really quick so I can show you.
Okay.
Make sure I share the right one here.
There we are.
Such a cute little website. I love it. This is just, do you have those as stuffed animals?
No, but I have thought that before. I would love to have those as stuffed
My
animals.
daughters, let me just put it. Oh no, come back. Where'd they go? Oh, it changed.
Go at the bottom. Yeah, it's a little slideshow. Right. There you go. And pause it. There's a little pause down there.
Oh, there we go.
Perfect.
So my older daughter, yes. Yeah. My younger daughter, yes. And then me, I love the chickens too. So I told you, I love Pirates of the Caribbean. And so that's why Brentwood is dressed like a pirate. And we actually went on the ride once and it was like, how many times can we count chickens? And there are more than 50, just so you know. So
are there really?
Yeah. Scattered throughout the ride. There are over.
That'll be fun. So now the next time I go in, I'll count chickens.
You're going to be like, Jess, you're right. I don't want to tell the number, but there's more than 50. So
that's awesome.
I mean, I can't tell you if they've added more, during COVID. I don't know if chickens have multiplied in the Pirates, but I don't know. But great website. I absolutely love it. I like nice, easy to find stuff. So I know that you had an event today. Can you tell me a little bit about it? Is there anywhere I can go on your page to kind of, is there anything on it on here or?
It's actually on our Facebook group page. And we were part of the Spooktacular event from the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo at home. So it was really awesome. So we were able to design a kit. It was a card kit with a small, just one-off stamp we designed specifically for the event. And people were able to buy it and then go along with me in a video today and learn how to put it together. And I showed like some bonus projects, and then I showed all your stuff. It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
I love that.
Yeah.
And, you know, now that I know all your history of being able to present and share all that stuff, I mean, it makes sense that you would do something like that because you're comfortable with it.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I love that. Is that down at the, is your Facebook down at the bottom? Oh, there it is.
Yep, there it is.
Okay. Da-da-da, on our way out.
I believe it should be the first thing posted there. What I did is, yep, there it is. I posted that's the playback video, and it's just the segment of the Spooktacular event. And then after that, there's a little bit of a segment. Actually, I should tell you, we dressed up in costume for that, my husband and I.
Wait a minute.
So at the beginning of the video.
All right, hold on. You know me. All right. All right. Sorry. I'm just going to do it. I'm cheesy like that.
Let's just go there. Let's just go there.
All right, hold on. Oh my goodness.
So back all the way up and you'll see my husband. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Right there.
Okay.
I talked him into acting.
Oh my God, look, he's got little fangs.
Is that so cute?
Oh,
so
I love
there's all these noises. There's like magic noises, and he sprinkles dust, and then I come to life, and then I do the whole thing in costume.
Oh my God, I love this. I love this. All right, hold on.
I had to make it fun.
All right. I will like it first off. That is so cute. That is so, okay, I'm going to stop sharing for a second here. All right, I'm tossing that link up here. Guys, go check this out.
I feel like it demanded being dressed up.
I love that.
Yes.
I absolutely love it out. So there it is. I put it out there so people can go and take a look at that as well. And if you're watching on replay, great time to go and check it out.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, she loves Halloween.
I'm a photographer, and I used to be a professional makeup artist as well. So I would kind of combine that and do a lot of the special effects makeup and photography. In fact, with my daughter, I actually did a zombie family portrait.
Okay, cool. We are entirely too similar. I'm just going to tell you that because I did photography for quite a long time. And so I love that. That's so cool. I don't do professional makeup. This is just some amateur work today, but no, I'm kidding. Well, compared to the way it looked earlier, it's much better. No, I'm just kidding. No, she always comments on all my Halloween stuff, but yeah, no, it's funny.
My daughter says Amy is extra at all times, and it's amazing.
Awesome.
I don't understand how you could look at this colorful room, this hair, and think that I'm extra. Like,
no,
really?
No.
Not extra. It's so wallflower over here.
No, it looks great though. It's a nice setup. I like it that you got everything displayed so you can see all of that as well. So
I may or may not have put that up for you.
Aw.
Yeah. Decorate it, make it colorful.
Mine, right now, it has really been kind of a half sewing room, half studio space. So if I scroll over, where is it? Yeah, see, there's just lots and lots of fabric.
Yes.
So, yeah. So it's not quite as decked out as I normally have it, but I think I might have to, when I come back in October with our next episode, I think I'll definitely have to put some spooky fun into it too. So
that would be fun.
Yeah, I like that. So when you guys so your event for today, how many people joined you? Is it a really good success? I know you were really excited about it.
Yeah, it went really well. I think we had, 110 people join us live for the Facebook. And then Beth had, 267 on YouTube.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was really fun. And it was really interactive. And people were saying that they learned a lot of things, which is always my goal. I want people to walk away feeling like they took something away, or somebody actually said that I had done a live the week before and it inspired them to go and try using like inks. And that is like the best compliment you can receive. That somebody was like, I feel confident now and I can go do this. Like, that's the best.
I will tell you, because of my first couple of guests, I know 15 years, right? 15 years. It's sad, right? But I finally am using these like crazy.
Good.
I didn't before, but they were like, Jess, just try it. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna screw it up really bad.
No.
And no, they're not that bad. Like I really thought, oh man, I don't know. But yeah. Oh wait, we got over 250 on YouTube. That's amazing.
That is, it was so fantastic. It was
is awesome. I love that. So are you guys doing another one then, or what are your plans for it?
Not for this year, but we are going to be doing an event next April for our very first birthday. And we're going to kind of do a birthday event where we're going to make a kit and we're going to teach people live on Facebook. So, and we're
love
so excited.
that.
Yeah.
Love that. So April what? April, what is what's your 1 year? What's your date?
April 2nd. We did not launch on the 1st because it was April Fool.
My company, April 1st,
No.
2005. Yeah. See, we are like seriously.
We are winning.
When's your birthday? I don't need to know a year.
November 26th.
Okay, no, I'm a February. Okay.
All right.
I'm an Aquarian, but our signs do get along. So there you go. That's kind of crazy.
I know, that's nuts.
That is so crazy. Now I did April 1st because I told my husband this will either become the biggest joke I've ever started, or it'll have a good. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I sound I reference a lot of movies, so I apologize. But my husband and I joke because you remember in Gremlins, everything always happened to her like on holidays.
Yes.
And so I always joke that like I met him on Valentine's Day, and I said, "Oh, that'll either be the greatest or the worst Valentine's Day ever." 20 blah blah years later, we're still together, so it was a good one. Awesome. April 1st, we'll see. So
that's awesome. Here you are, 15 years later. So there you go.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't believe it. Time is it's crazy fast. So could you, I know your logo has a zebra and a unicorn, and your website clearly kind of defines that. Could you talk about that a little bit, just to kind of give people some backstory? Because I know you kind of mentioned it a little bit, but I think getting to know, the people behind these different companies really kind of helps them sort of become part of that community. Absolutely. And they can understand and can have compassion for what's going on. So if you feel comfortable, I'd love to have you share some of that.
I would love to share. I'm totally comfortable with it. So I'm the zebra, and the zebra is actually the symbol or the mascot for chronic pain or for rare disorders. So, I mean, most rare disorders have some kind of chronic pain associated with it. So that's why it's associated with both of them. So I have actually Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and mast cell activation syndrome. And
I don't know what those mean.
There's more, but wait, there's more.
Ta-da! And a bonus.
Yeah. And postular orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, or for short, it's called POTS. So I have all three of those disorders, and they're rare disorders. And the reason why, this is a really cool story, is that doctors are taught when you hear like hoof print sounds, I don't know how to say that, like hoof sounds. Think a horse, not zebra. So when people come in and they give you all these symptoms, don't automatically go to the rarest thing, like a zebra. Go to what it normally is, which is just a normal, average, probably, cold, flu symptom disorder. Don't always jump to that. So that's why the zebra is the mascot for rare disorders, which is kind of a fun story. So because of that, I'm the zebra. Beth is about all things sparkly and unicorns and just all that kind of joyfulness. And so that's why she's the unicorn. And yes, I should say that my zebra's name is Pickles. And yes, and Peaches is our unicorn. And then Teresa came along, and Teresa loves chickens, and she actually has chickens of her own. And so she was Petunia the chicken. So
so it's the triple P's.
Yeah, the triple P's.
That's awesome. I love it. And
actually, Pickles and Peaches was sorry, I'm getting touched. It's hard to say all those P's at once.
Now say that 3 times really fast. Go.
Pickles and Peaches was actually named by somebody in our group. So
that's awesome.
Contest, and Anthony won. I can't remember Anthony's last name right now, Beth, so you should put it up there. But yeah, he named our little guys, our little mascots. So it's totally awesome.
They really need to be stuffed animals. I'm just staring at them.
I agree.
So because I totally am pushing you to do that, you need to send them to my girls. No, okay. I'm not subtle. I've never been subtle. 15 years plus, No, I love that. They're very cute. They're very, very cute. Do they have a line? I didn't see. Do they have a line of their own?
We have a Pickles line and a Peaches line, and we have a stamp that's called Chronic Pain Warrior, and it's the zebra, and it has a lot of these really awesome chronic pain sayings, which is really fun. Those are really great cards to send, because sometimes you just need that sentiment of, I think it's like what is it? Your couch resting, pajama wearing, like I support that, or, whatever you can do today is enough. Whoa, that screen was like an infinite.
Yes, it was. I didn't click fast enough.
So if you look
looking to see, here's this
chronic pain, you can find it there too. Okay, that's Pickle's party animal.
Oh my gosh, look, she's got her hat like turned.
Isn't that so cute? If you click on the card below, you can see Pickles is wearing like some really cute glasses.
Oh my goodness. I love how those were. Did you do that? Who colored that? You did.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Is that Copics or what did you use?
Glasses?
How did you do? I love that.
So basically what you do is when you're going to have some kind of layered color like that. So the stripes underneath, I'm not going to color them black. I'm going to color them about 2 shades lighter. So it's still gray, still in the same family. And then when I do the color over it, it looks washed.
I love that.
Fun, right?
Yeah. And then I love you took the little white pen and came in with the white highlights to add that.
Gotta have the highlight.
Love that. Oh my goodness, these are so cute. Oh my goodness, look at those colors.
Yeah, that's Justin. He is amazing. He's on our design team. He's absolutely
fantastic. Cute. Do your critters have like official colors, or?
Nope. Look at that's. I think that's Jules did that one. We have such an amazing group of people that. Yep, that's Jules. We have such a talented group of people that not only are they talented and they share their art, but they're really great teachers as well. And they're just good at putting that kind of positivity out there, and they support us and we support them. It's really wonderful. Good people.
Oh, there he is.
Anthony, and I'm going to say that wrong, but it's Malcuslio. Ooh, I butchered that. Malcuso. I like your pronunciation better.
Yes.
But Anthony's amazing. He's very talented as well.
I love that. Be anything. There you go. Be anything.
That is our stamp set. It's so cute because it's got a unicorn as a rock star or an artist.
See, unicorn is the rock star. Cool. I mean, come on, we're right on.
And then Chicken's tails, it's got a really cute big chicken and then a bunch of little hens together. It's so fun.
Love that.
Thank you, Jules. Macalucio.
Oh, Macaluso.
Thank you, Jules. I appreciate that. And I'm sure Anthony appreciated that as well.
He's watching it back going, it's Macaluso. Come on. Macaluso. Come on, guys. We're artists. We draw. We could draw your name really beautiful.
Yes.
But we don't. Yeah.
Thank you, Jules. It's been such a fun company. And we've had such a great response from everybody, and we're having so much fun. We're trying to create a community where we're inspiring and really, interacting with each other instead of kind of being off and far away. We want to be accessible and just inspire everybody,
I love that. And that's kind of why I started the show too, is I just wanted to start to bring us all closer, because I think there were so many times when all of these small businesses were all in our own little orbits.
Yeah.
And it wasn't that we weren't trying to work together, but we were all just trying to survive in our own little bubbles.
Absolutely.
And that's what I love about kind of where we're evolving into.
Yeah.
I love the idea that, I could reach out to another company owner and say, hey, let's talk some Saturday night and let's let people join us,
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that.
And you know what? I think, like, speaking of chronic pain, it's like, I know that there's at least, I think it was like 55 to 60% of people that do this hobby have chronic pain. So it's like, what better than to have all these small companies come together and inspire and get people, getting their mind off their troubles and being expressive with their art. And then the best part about this hobby is, like, you get to make something amazing, but then you get to turn around and give it to somebody else.
Exactly. The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best.
It really is. I love that too. And I love the fact that, like, and I'm sure you've had it too, where you'll draw something and then you'll be like, I know what they're going to make with it. I know what they're going to make. And then next thing you know, you send it off, it comes back and you're like, where did you guys come up with those ideas? Those are even nothing.
I love that. Especially when you see something one way and somebody else takes it and twists it and does it totally different. And it's really inspiring.
It is. That always kind of gets me going, oh, I just can't wait. Like, I've even stopped kind of sketching, like, what I think people might do, because I just can't wait to see what everyone creates. You know what I mean?
That's so awesome.
So how often do you guys release stamps per year?
We have a release every single month.
Wow, that is a lot of work.
Every single month. Well, right now we're highlighting artists that we love, that we want to promote. And I'm working on stamps behind the scenes so that way we can roll them out next year. But we just want to, that's the other thing we wanted to do with this company. We didn't want to just make it about us. It's like, we have people tell us like, hey, I love this artist. I spotted them. They're doing this thing. Can you guys produce their stuff? Like, we want to do that. You know, we want to be able to highlight people and other art that other, you know, people are attracted to. Like, we want everybody to just kind of be a part of the whole process. I just think that would be so fun. But we do release every single month. We do anywhere from 6 to 9 stamps.
Wow.
And anywhere from
a lot.
Yeah, and anywhere from 4 to 6 stencils. And then now we have Sassy Packs. So we have a decent.
I saw the Sassy Packs. Those are fun.
Sassy Packs.
Can you tell me a little bit about Sassy Packs for those who haven't maybe seen them before? What is your Sassy Pack?
I actually started with my old company and everybody just loved them so much. It's just a pack of 4 embellishments. So you'll have anything from like twine, ribbon, brads, buttons, sequin mixes. It's just a mix of everything. And what we try and do is we try and kind of theme it around one stamp each month that like really speaks to us.
That's awesome.
So
is it usually like a new launch kind of a thing with it, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It comes with. I thought I had one just right here. Oh, I do here.
You're like me. I've got all of it over here somewhere.
Yeah. So, for example, I have this stamp set, which is like read, relax, and repeat. And
oh my God, your chair. You know what that chair looks like?
What?
Do you remember like Cherry? Apparently in the 90s, I watched too much TV, I guess.
I do not remember that.
What was Pee-wee? Remember Pee-wee's Playhouse? He had the chair.
Oh my gosh, that does look like
it looks like Cherry. So now you need to put her little eyes on there.
Mouth?
Yep.
Little mouth? That's so we're totally dating ourselves right now.
So
inspired.
Maybe I watched it on Netflix because it's come back,
See, this is like corduroy.
Oh, that's so cute.
So they're like little corduroy hearts and there's like wooden flowers and then a sequin mix. And so we try and take like whatever stamp set and kind of be inspired by that so that they go together. But I break apart these things and use them with other things all the time. So
I like that they're all packaged together like that too. So super easy for someone who wants them all coordinated.
That is courtesy of Teresa. She does all that beautiful work right there. She does all that.
That's a lot of hand packing right there.
Yes, she's awesome.
Sorry, I didn't mean to call that one out as Cherry. It just totally looked like her. And I was just like,
Cherry, but now that you said that,
I totally want a card now with Cherry. Like, coming.
So funny.
Yeah. But it is on Netflix, so grain of salt. So maybe I'm not dating myself quite too much.
Maybe you're not. We're not.
Well, I talked about MGM and Animation Studio. And
I watched it in high school, so.
Yeah.
Quite a while ago.
Yeah, it's been a bit. You know what's crazy about that though? Have you ever watched shows that you watched when you were younger and then watch them back and go, what was I thinking?
What was I thinking?
I thought that show was amazing. And then
yes. And then you go like, wow, I had questionable taste.
Yeah, I did. And that turned into everything else we do now, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome. So what a lot of people don't realize is that when you have so many launches in a month, there is so much time that you have to prep ahead of time.
Yeah.
And, to the normal customer, you might go, oh, well, this is great. They just do a stamp every month. They end it one month and they start the very next day. And then we're thinking 4, 6, even 12 months out.
February right now. We're working on February. Yeah.
And you have to order early enough and do all of that stuff. So there's a whole process that goes into it. And so I have so much respect for companies that can do a month-to-month launch. It's something I have never been able to even do because, again, I'm like you. I'm the one-woman show. I'm Bert. I've got
exactly.
Dun, 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 yeah.
When you're you can only do so much, really.
Yeah. So it's amazing. I just that's very admirable, and it's a lot of work. And I hope that people really realize how much love and pain and everything else goes into that, because it really is.
That's where the 30 to 60 samples come in. That's where that comes in, because you have that many stamps, you got to have that. But we have a great design team, and they come to my rescue and back me up, and they're amazing. And my 2 business partners, I could not do it without them. There's no way.
That's amazing. I love that. Yeah. we've kind of kept ours just as a small family business. And right now that's kind of been where we've been comfortable while I'm still figuring out kind of what my goals are.
Yeah.
Even though 15 years and I'm still, it's kind of like that. What do you want to be when you grow up? Not sure. Still figuring that out,
Still working on it.
Got a little time. So with your design team, how many people do you have on your design team? And do you ever do open calls?
Right now we don't have any open calls going on, but we have, including myself, we have 5 people on our design team.
It's a good size.
Yeah, it's small, it's intimate, so we can really work with one another, but big enough where you get a variety, which is really nice.
Do you ever do guest spots, or do you ever kind of?
We absolutely, we ask people here and there to do guest spots when we can. Honestly, it's so much to keep up with. Like, we're like, oh, hey, we should do a guest spot.
I have had those. Yeah. I mean, and that's like when you're doing all of that on your own, and then you're like, oh, wait a minute. And not that you want to do it on purpose, but you go, oh yeah, I forgot about that too. And she wanted to be a unicorn.
Beth does want to be a unicorn when she grows up. That is true.
It's cute like that one. I mean, that's super cute. I mean, I don't blame you, right? I don't blame you. So if someone was thinking about wanting to join a design team, just in general.
Yeah, okay.
What kind of advice could you give them? Because again, this show, we get brand new card makers. I get very experienced card makers and artists that watch this show. And I think it's always fun to kind of give some inspiration back that maybe they can go, oh, here's a great way I could start.
Absolutely.
What would you suggest? And I ask a lot of the companies this question because I just think it's a fun way to kind of get to know what you guys are looking for and maybe what people could try. So I'm brand new. How should I start?
When I started and, I wanted to do that, I worked for small, stores, scrapbook stores, things like that. And I wanted to work for stamp companies. So what I would do is I would take really nice, quality photos. That's the most important thing, is make sure that you're taking a photograph of what you make in a well-lit area so people can really see what you've done. And then you want to take those cards and just write a letter to every single company that you like and include those photographs and tell them what you're interested in. And a lot of times, if you want to get started, work for product, You don't have to necessarily get paid, just work for product and have the experience and just go for it. Never shy away from that. I have met so many people that say they would love to do that and they just never try. They never reach out to the companies. And I'm like, you're no worse off, because if they say no, you're not working for a company now. So if they say no and they pass, then keep going. For every 20 companies that you propose to, one of them is going to step up and say, sure, we'd love to work with you and have you do something with us.
Exactly.
So, never be afraid to try.
I love that. And the other thing that I love that you kind of said earlier in the beginning of it was that you said, send them a letter, old school. Don't forget, we're making we're talking about cards. We're talking about a physical card.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking, okay, what are these companies attracted to? Well, we love the cards. So it's so much fun to get them and just, hey, I'm inspired by what you're doing, Amy. Thank you for, making your logo with zebra because it means this to me. And I'm not saying I'm not writing what you have to write her, right? I'm just giving you an idea, but you get what I'm saying.
Yes, 100%. And tell them why you're inspired. Why do you love stamping? Why do you love making cards? Why is it important to you? Because that passion is what's going to sell you to the company. Because, companies want to be represented by people who not just love their product, but love the hobby as a whole. So don't
and the community and the whole everything. I mean, it's
absolutely
love that. Yeah, no, I think that's great. And I every single person, camera. Your cell phone can do some amazing things, but if you don't give it good lighting and good backgrounds. Done. Yeah,
you can get a nice little photo box studio on Amazon for $20-25. But if you don't want to go that route, then wait till daylight. Put your card out in, not in the direct sun, but near a window and take a nice clear photo with your phone and crop it and make it look nice. It's really, really important to have a good representation of what you've created.
Agreed.
You don't want to do all the work and then you can't even see it because the picture's so dark,
Right. And I've definitely seen that on Instagram a lot, where these cards are beautiful and amazing, but they didn't light them up at all, and even when I first started doing YouTube, I would put together these videos and people were like, I love what you're doing, but I can hardly see it. And I'm like, what do you mean? I can see it. It's there. And even to the point where I actually had a company send me a light because they were like, we like what you're doing, but we can't see your cards either. And I was like, what? And so then it was like, okay, I guess they must be that bad that I had to have company send me a light. So, I mean, but again, you know, I was doing what I was doing, thinking everything was fine. And all of a sudden, you know, a company was like, hey, how about we send you a light?
If you're not a photographer, it's like, you just don't think about it. You just don't think about it, you know?
Well, I've done photography, but I wasn't thinking. Like, I literally was just like, yay, I'm making cards with my phone. This is cute. So
I just got to say a little shout out to Jules and Waleska there. Like, what they're saying right now is exactly why I love to do what I do. Because it's like inspiring people. Like, if Waleska feels inspired to maybe submit her stuff to more companies, she's super talented, you know, and that could lead her down a totally different road, and she deserves that.
Well, and if you watch her interview back, even we talked a bit about, you know, her worries and fears about when she first started. Yeah. And how, you know, even doing the interview the very first, because she was like, I'm the first one right out of the gate. And I'm like, yep. And she was like, okay, let's do it. I'll break out. I'll try it. And she did amazing. Yeah. You know, and that's what's fun about this is that, you know, we can, we got some more good ones here. You know, don't ever get down on yourself too. Honestly, I hate when I see people going, mine's not as good as. Yes. Don't do that.
No, never do that. No, because like I said, your art speaks to somebody. No matter what you draw.
Did we say that before or during? I can't remember. I don't remember.
I can't remember. But we were talking about so much. Somebody. That's what's so great about art is, you know, somebody out there looks at that card that you've made and they're inspired by it, and it inspires them to want to go make something themselves.
Or it tells, you know, for some reason, maybe it hits where they are emotionally or in their life right now. Yeah. And you just go, I'm there. I get it. You know, I've done that. I've even bought stamp sets that way where I'll feel a certain way. Yeah. And all of a sudden I'm like, for some reason at that moment, that was the stamp set I needed because it totally fit where I was.
Yes, absolutely.
Amazing. Well, I am so excited. I can't wait to see your art. When is your art going to start showing up on there?
My goal is like February, March.
Okay. So not that far away.
Not that far away. Yeah. And like I said, we're working on that now. So it's a process. And you never know. Like I can't, you know, unfortunately with EDS, I can't do timelines. So all I can do is hope, you know, hope to get there.
You will. You will do it.
It'll get there eventually. I'm not worried.
And I saw you do digitals as well, right? I saw those.
We actually do cut files.
Oh,
the only digital, we do coloring book backgrounds.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Backgrounds and put your stamped images on top of it to create a scene. I did that because so many people are loving the full colored scenes, but they always felt really intimidated by them. And I'm like, well, hey, look, we all grew up coloring in coloring books, right?
Right.
So we made the coloring book background. So all you have to do is color that like a coloring book, and then you can slap your stamp on the front of it, and you've made a scene.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Well, let's show your Instagram really quick. I just want to make sure we do that. Let me make sure I go to that first so that I don't get the fun mirror and mirror again. Not that wasn't fun before, but let me.
Do not read Beth's comment because that's just going to make me cry. So we're not going to.
We don't need to cry tonight.
We don't need to cry right now, Beth.
All right, here we go. Instagram.
There it is.
So pretty.
Stuff in the things.
I love it. I love it.
We are right in the middle of sneak peek week. For the last 2 weeks of the month, we do samples of product that's coming. So from right there and the top 6, that's all the line that's coming out in October.
Sneak peeks.
Sneak peek week.
Very pretty. I love the colors.
Isn't that gorgeous? Beth made that card, and she did the backgrounds on a live that we have. You can actually watch it in our group.
Love that. I love the colors. Look at you. Got a little shiplap and some wood back there.
Yeah, that is actually Jules' card, and it's just amazing. I love the way that she pairs things together.
Oh, look at the little baby just sitting there. So
Isn't that so cute?
Oh, my goodness. Very pretty. Oh, I love that. That would be such a beautiful, like, Thanksgiving invitation card.
Yes.
Like you're going to have a small dinner party or something. Like just
that is like my ode to like fussy cutting because I am a fussy cutter. I absolutely love it. And it's so relaxing. And so those are all little individual stamps that I cut out.
Oh my God. If I'm making an ugly face, I apologize. Oh my God. Like that is
a little crazy.
That is a lot of fussy cutting.
Yes, it was.
my fussy cutting is not that clean. So I got a brother scan and cut because I'm like, yep, you can do that for me, my friend. But the crazy part is I bought the brother scan and cut and then didn't use it for 2 years because I was intimidated to use it.
Oh no.
And now I'm like, what? Why did I not start using that right away?
Okay, I'm so excited about that stencil. That is a 3-layered stencil. So the stencil itself is leaves, acorns, and hearts. So you can use them together or separate. And
you can line them up by their corners so that they won't overlap?
Yep.
Love it.
It is so fun.
It's super easy for somebody who's maybe not, who's craft, I don't want to say craft efficient. What's the right word?
Maybe not as experienced,
okay.
Or maybe feels intimidated by it. And you can make the pattern paper all by yourself, you know?
I get a lot of people that'll say to me, well, but Jess, you're an artist, so you can do that. And I'm like, you know what? That too.
Everybody is an artist. Everybody is an artist.
Oh, I should have just gone right there. We could have just seen the da, da, da.
That's me.
He looks like is he like a voodoo? He looks like a voodoo kind of.
He's a voodoo doctor and I'm a voodoo doll. That's just us on a Tuesday. That's just kind of like how we like to sit.
That's how we go to Tuesday. We got to dinner after that. Yeah. We're cool. It's awesome. Exactly. I love that. I went to college actually for costume design. So I love seeing that. Oh, look at they're so cute all together. I love them. You need to go get those made. I'm sorry.
It would be the cutest stuffed animal.
Like, and not huge, like the little size.
So adorable.
Or like the ginormous size.
I need like a big comfy sweatshirt. I want a big comfy hooded sweatshirt with the emblem. I think that would be fantastic too.
And that's paint splatter on the inside of the hood.
Yes.
You know how they're all doing that where they've got like something inside the hood just to make it
totally
a little different. Yeah.
Everything you see down there is our recent September release. It's just all Halloween funness.
I love Halloween. It is
we're favorite. Halloween fanatics.
Just my goodness.
So much fun. We actually do something called Color Me Monday every single week. And so Monday you can tune in and you can see we choose a color palette and we choose a sketch and then we give you some inspiration for it. And then on Wednesday, sometimes what we do is we'll do a live and then Beth will do an interpretation of that.
Oh, I love that. That's love it. Love it. See your training background's coming to. Oh my God, these are so cute.
That is Peaches the unicorn. And there's Petunia. Look at her. Isn't she cute?
She's adorable. I do love chickens.
That's another gorgeous card by Jules.
Very cute. That's a lot of work.
That's a stencil.
Oh, that was just a stencil.
That's just a stencil.
Okay, so the girls have just got me doing this. So my next step.
Now you need stencils.
Baby step. That's what somebody wrote earlier. Baby steps, right? I'm getting there.
Baby steps.
15 years later, working at my own pace, I guess.
That's okay. We'll get you there.
Oh my goodness. Oh. So I
love you too.
We do. I love her. She's so sweet.
She's amazing.
I've had kind of an interesting month. I'm not going to go into my whole month, but I've had an interesting month. And one of the things that we're working on is we want to do a card challenge where I'm going to design a digi.
Love it.
And then we're going to have 6 card makers all make cards, or stamp companies or card makers or whatever we're going to do, all make a card using that digi at the same time.
So fun. Live? That is so fun.
So I'm not subtle, but do you want to join us?
I would love it.
Okay, good. All right, good. I'm working on putting it. We'll figure out a time.
So much fun.
And it's going to be crazy because it's going to be literally 1 hour. So you will get the digi. You'll get it ahead of time so that you have at least a little time to think.
I love it.
And then what I want to do,
I'm sorry, Beth just pointed out that she knows somebody that makes great stencils. Just FYI.
Could it be a company like that one?
Yeah, I've heard Sassy Packs makes amazing stencils.
I've only recently seen their stencils. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll have to throw out some stencils into that challenge there.
Right.
We'll stencils.
Don't do that to me. Come on.
Hey, come on. We challenge you. It's a challenge. We got to you.
I do like the idea of having you in our challenge because another artist, I have a bad habit. I don't know if you have this habit when you make cards. Sometimes if I cannot find the right image or the right design, I will go get my black pen and I will just draw it on there. And then people are like, no.
That's cheating. Right.
I'm like, well, it's not really cheating. It's just If you like it, I could make it a stamp. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But I just find myself doing that all the time. And then my best friend calls me out and she's like, no, you cannot do that. That's cheating. Because people are going to ask where that came from. And I'm like, you're probably right.
Yeah. I've totally done it. I've been guilty of that. True.
Just because it's like, well, I know how to do it. But yeah. No, it's a ton of fun. And we're literally thinking it's going to be like a 1 hour start to finish. We all hit print on our printers at the same time.
That would be super fun.
And then we have 1 hour and we talk while we're making it. And then we'll have like, you know, you have to show it, you know, at this time. And we'll have predetermined. Yeah. Yeah. And I have no idea. I can't even imagine.
It's funny to me that you actually are mentioning this because I saw a video today. It was the first one I've ever seen that was similar to that. The only difference was they had, they would throw out, what do you call it? Things to mess you up.
Oh.
Yes. So you would get these challenges throughout the challenge. They'd throw numbers out there and then people in the group on the live would throw out numbers. A number would be chosen and then you would be given something that would challenge you within the challenge.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're not quite there yet. We just want to get through one card.
We're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not quite. I don't know if we're ready for that yet.
We're just going to make a card. We're just going to make a card.
Well, I figure it'll be a good way to introduce and see if everybody likes that. And it'll be a fun way for we get together. And
it'll be fun.
Yeah. And then my plan is to offer the digital stamp for them to be able to go and get as well. So while we're doing that, they could download it too. So
that would be so much fun.
Yeah. So
hopefully I'll make mistakes during it because my big thing is telling people that there's no mistakes. There's only embellishment opportunities.
There's your t-shirt.
That's my t-shirt.
That's it. That's what I tell people all the time. I'm like, oh, that's your t-shirt. Oh my goodness. We were gabbing away. Okay, hold on. Wait. What did you do around to that? Oh, exactly. Honestly.
That's so true. That's
my company. If you go and look at my store, I think probably 60 or 70% of my stock is Halloween. Or it's Brentwood hanging out at Halloween, or it's dog stamps. That's pretty much
dogs and Halloween.
That's it. Dogs and Halloween, you know? Oh, have to agree. Yes. She's been begging me. She's like, show me the image. And I'm like, it's coming. I had kind of a bad end of the month. And so we're going to get over that. And then in the next 2 weeks, probably, you know, I want to go ahead and do that challenge.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Ooh, I have to send you the new comic book stencil.
Yes, it's amazing. You can actually make little comic book strip. I mean, you can use it just regular card, but it's really fantastic. It's a layered stencil. So it creates the boxes for you, but then it creates pattern within the boxes.
Ooh.
Yeah, in fact, I'm just going to roll away and show you this.
Oh, that's so cool.
Isn't that awesome?
Works perfect with your girls. That looks great.
So
I love that.
Yeah, it is so much fun to use as a backdrop for the other stamps. It's really fun.
And super easy for somebody who's not very graphically inclined to be able to do a really fun layout and still kind of tell a story. Like, I love that.
That is just the square. You know, I've traced it, I've cut it out, and then the second stencil went on top of it, and then I just did the ink. That's it.
I love it. I love the little dots because it feels like the old school
comic book. Right, the little book. Yeah, right there.
Love that. Yay, sassy and crafty stencils. Yeah. An original embellishment? Question mark. Oh, and we're already planning for next year's Halloween. I love that. You can never start too early. It's like the Rose Bowl, right?
Especially with Halloween. We're huge Halloween fans.
Me too. It's my favorite. Because I went to college for costume design, so I love to sew and do all that good stuff. Yeah. But it's like the Rose Bowl, right? The minute that parade steps off and starts, they always say that they're already designing the new ones for the next year. So I only use that reference.
Then we can do it.
I only use that reference because with my headset, that's what I always feel like. I feel like I'm in a parade kind of thing. Like, and up over here, you're going to see Amy. And Amy is working on some comic book stamps. Hi, Amy. Welcome.
As Amy goes by.
With her pre-recorded song.
That's right.
Oh, no, that's Macy's. They canceled that this year.
Oh, so Jules is saying that's when you were drawing on your card.
Oh.
So that's the original embellishment. So it's not cheating.
It is. Well, it is cheating, kind of. It is kind of cheating. It's fun, though. No, it's fun. It's what I love about it is that I I've actually designed some of our Brentwood characters where he's actually had like a t-shirt. So you could draw whatever you wanted on the t-shirt.
Oh, see, that's fun.
But then I had a moment where I was like, I want to be careful what messages people put on his shirt, right? Then I felt like maybe that was maybe not a good idea, but grain of salt, right?
But then they can personalize it. So that's
very
cool.
true. That's very, very true. Well, I love this. I've had I can't believe we're already at an hour 5.
That's crazy.
It flies.
It's been so much fun. I've had such a good time.
People tell me like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. And I tell them every time, I promise you, this will fly faster than we can talk about how we're scared to do it.
Totally.
You know?
That's so true.
So my last 2 questions, I will ask in a moment, but is there anything before we end that you want to share that is coming up for your company or that you guys are working on or that you want to promote?
Yeah, it's going to be happening next year, but we're going to be working towards a stencil of the month and a stamp of the month club. So we're very excited about that. Yeah, I think it's going to be really great. I know people really love the subscriptions. We're going to make it affordable. We're going to always have, unique samples and videos and things like that. Something we really want to work towards is giving people instructions for ideas and samples, but at the same time doing videos that are free. So that way everybody gets to see them. So it's not kind of an exclusive thing. So that way maybe you see the video and you can use what you already have, maybe it inspires you that way. Or you can see the video and be like, yeah, I like that. I think I'll go buy it.
Nice. So I love that.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever incorporate other companies, and JessicaLynnOriginal would love to be part of your Stamp of the Month club. Like that could be a lot of fun.
I feel collaboration coming on.
I do. I'm thinking some unicorns and an owl. I mean, chickens, owls, the whole farm. It's a very interesting eclectic farm.
That'd be awesome.
It's an eclectic farm, but it's very interesting. Love that. No, that's going to be fun. I love the idea. Stencil of the Month sounds like a lot of fun too. Just because then people can do
so many things with stencils. We have a 3-part class kind of on our YouTube channel, and it's 3 different videos showing like 9 different ways to use stencils. They're so versatile, and they're so affordable. It's such a great addition to making cards.
Well, they're on my list. Like I said, I'm baby steps after 15 years, And
I'm going to be there to push it on you.
I'm telling you, my other guests have done the same, and I love it. And I feel like every person that I've gotten to know through this show and through our chats, I mean, I really feel like I'm making friends because it's amazing how after the shows end, people still write. We send stuff back and forth. I've had, we've had some amazing people in our chat as well tonight that have been here week after week to get to know all of these amazing people. And it's so exciting. I love it.
It's very exciting.
So my last 2 questions as always. Okay. All right.
Hit me.
So where do you, I'm going to go with just one final question because I think 2 is too much, but we'll go 1.
Okay.
Where do you see your company in 5 years and in 10 years? Where do you see yourself evolving into? Like, what are your goals? Where are you hoping to go? So
I'm going to answer that in a business sense, but then I'm going to answer it in a personal sense.
See, so I knew 2 parts, but I just didn't know how to ask it right. That's all. I knew you were going to go there. No,
you didn't need to go there. I'm going to go there. So.
There we go.
Yeah, in 5 years, I would really love to be in a position where we have our own warehouse, and we are a large enough company that we are global, that we're touching lots of people, that we're going to conventions, and maybe even doing retreats. We want to not just educate. That was kind of when we started this. It was like, all right, we want to inspire, we want to educate, and we want to connect, and that was the 3 most important goals to us. So I definitely want to see it evolve to that. And it is going to evolve to that because we're going to just keep working it until it does evolve. But for me, on a personal level, I'm doing this because my husband has Huntington's. And so he's symptomatic now. And so he's going to be coming home soon and unable to work. So the whole kind of reason for me to dive in and get into this and to work really hard. Yeah, that's right, Beth. The tough question was because my husband's going to continue to get sick. He's going to continue to be symptomatic, and I need to be the breadwinner and the provider for our home. So it was really important to dive in and to work as hard as I possibly can to make this happen.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah.
I think when people go, oh, it's a stamp company, and they go, where else is it going to go? Oh, there are, trust me, it's people, we are a creative bunch. We're an artistic bunch. And just because you might see this much of what we're doing, huge. I love the idea of a warehouse. I too have had that dream of a warehouse. And I always thought the best way to do it would be to half warehouse, half open store. Because then you can ship product right there. People could come in. It's a nice twofer, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Have those little mini retreats, things like that.
You need to have the space to do it. Plus, then we could, still be able to store all that stuff and not have it in your house.
You know what else? I'm super grateful for you for doing this show. And I want to say thank you for doing it, because for two reasons. Like you said, it's important for us to connect. But I think it's also important too, people want to see and hear that we are a stamp company, but there's reasons behind it. Like, we're selling products and everything, but I'm literally trying to provide for my husband. Beth is trying to provide for her family, and Teresa's trying to do the same. So there's more behind it. We are real people trying to provide for people that we love. And the people that support us, they're giving us that. It's a blessing. It's such a blessing. It makes me want to work harder to do more for them,
I love that, because I've said it for years, I'm a small business. We do this stuff. Like you said, I've got 2 little girls that love dance, want to split a warehouse. Yes.
Right.
No, but all the money that I get, I'm not a big box, you know what I mean? And everything, I put so much back into the company. I put back into surprising my girls with a getaway to Disney, or surprising them with, this or that, or being able to make sure my bills are set. And, I'm so appreciative of that as well. And that's a beautiful sentiment. It's a beautiful sentiment to small business. I know that they are struggling. All small businesses are struggling right now.
Yeah, they are.
And this is not our cry or our plea to small business, but you know what? Think about where you buy things. I mean, maybe it is. I'm not subtle. I guess it is. Right now, think about where you're buying things. Think about what you're getting people. And if you can find it from a small company, if you can find it from somebody who handcrafts it, go do that, because
you're providing for families.
You make such a difference in their life. And not to mention, every sale, I don't know about you, but I'll get it on my phone and I'm like, somebody loves what I did. And
we're totally the same way. We're like,
amazing.
Woo-hoo.
Like, I'm going to cry talking about it.
Yeah.
It's like such an amazing
sense to thank every single person. Like, every time we get a purchase, I just want to go like, thank you. Like,
you believe in what we're doing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. So 2 small business owners
too, so that, people can see this. It's important. It's really important.
It was this show came truly out of, and I cannot believe this is episode 10. I mean, I'll just say that. I can't believe I've committed for 10 full weeks. We've been here every week. Good days, very bad days, all of the middle. And it's one of those that, the show goes on, and it's a great way to just connect. And, I love, it has re-inspired me. Many, many years ago, someone asked me if I would take Brentwood into a book status. And this was before I had kids. And so I didn't really understand what it meant to write a children's book.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, night and day. I actually, in the last couple of weeks, have completely redesigned the book I did. And because of the amazing ladies that I've met through here, I'm learning how to do different backgrounds and how to actually illustrate my book.
That's amazing.
Based off stamping things that I learned here.
That's
so again, it's all little pieces of this stuff that comes together that I am just, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm just in awe of the people that I've met through here. And I'm only at the start of this. I've got big plans, and thank you.
Right back at you, Alaska.
Hey, because you were the brave one who were willing to come with me that first episode when we both went.
That's right.
Okay, hold on. I don't know what we're getting ourselves into, but let's do it, Oh, this is super sweet too. I love that.
We do. We get so excited every single time we talk, every single release.
It's beautiful. I love that. And I love the fact we've got, let's help each other.
Lift each other up, man.
Exactly.
That's what it's about.
Oh, she got a little up arrow. At first I was like, Beth's dream. I'm like, oh, the up arrow. Got it. I love that. I love this. This has been such a wonderful conversation. Amy, honestly, we should probably just go another hour. Maybe you interview me this time. We'll just record it. I'll share it next week.
It's so much fun. I've enjoyed it so much. And I feel like we're kindred spirits. So I know there's going to be a connection forever.
I love it. And I really hope that we can definitely come together and do some kind of collaboration, because honestly, I think I think it was what I needed for today. And it was a big surprise for me. And I'm super excited. I'm very excited.
Remember, just always hold on to the fact that what you're putting out there is joy. You bring joy and inspiration to the world and never let it go.
Oh, look at this. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. I love this show. I do.
Thanks, Julie.
Watch out, Diane. It's coming your way.
It's coming.
It is. I can't wait. Now we're definitely, and if nothing else, you're going to for sure come and do hopefully my Digi Challenge.
Absolutely. We're doing it.
So we'll set up a time and we'll do a pre-record, I think. Although we might have to do a live. I will just see, because I don't know if we'll be able to get that many people live at the same time. So, yeah. Oh, it was pointing to my hot pink bus dream. Did I miss that?
Oh, her dream is to have a hot pink traveling bus with Sassy and Crafty on the side of it.
Oh my God, that is amazing. That's amazing.
Conventions and shows and yeah.
You got to get like a truck horn on that thing. So when you drive down the road, it's amazing. There was actually in Nashville, Tennessee. We used to go down there all the time. They actually have, actually I used to go to Brentwood, Tennessee, which is how he got his name.
Oh.
And there was a company that actually did like the Nash Trash Tour, and they had a beautiful hot pink bus, and they rolled through town.
So it was
the most amazing bus. So when you talk, and not that I was, I just meant like same color, but yeah, it was just the fact that when people saw it, everyone went, "What was that?" And so what an amazing idea to have like this hot pink bus. I love it. And then you're gonna have those guys right on it, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
And then if it's like a 4th of July parade, you guys could throw little plushies out.
See?
Boom.
We have it done.
Problem solved.
Business plan written.
There you go. See what happened now. And this was only us just joking around on a live, right? So could you imagine if we actually had time to, oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Super sweet.
Love you, Jules. Thank you so much for everybody for being here too and supporting us. We really appreciate it.
And lots of virtual hugs to all. All right. Well, Amy, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. This was a really great conversation, and I am so excited about my new friend that I have just. I'm going to turn and look at you.
Okay, and I'm going to turn and look at you.
Okay, let's see if we can do this. Thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate it. And I know people are probably like, they're crazy.
Thank you so much for having me. It just meant the absolute world, and I know that I've made a true friend. I'm so excited.
I feel that way too. Oh, tears.
I know.
Oh, goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Tracy, she was my guest last week, and she was like, I missed it. Oh, no.
It's okay. You can play it, Tracy. Just play it back, girlfriend.
Over and over and over and over again, and go visit her website and all that good stuff. Definitely go and visit her website. Please go and support small business, guys. Here is her website. Definitely, I've got it linked down below. So if you're watching a replay, welcome Replay World. Definitely go and check that out on the sassyandcrafty.com. And they are also on Instagram. If nothing else, people always say, well, I can't afford this or I can't afford that.
Yes.
Go and follow us. It means just as much, because when people see a lot of followers, they go, oh, well, I should follow too. And then
it really does mean a lot. When you follow and you click that you liked something, it's that positive reinforcement that what we're doing matters to you guys and that you're inspired by it.
And I love, like, if you make a card, I'll reshare it. Just make sure you put our hashtag on there. And by all means, I'll share it on my Instagram. I love seeing that stuff.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I love it. Well, Amy, I'm going to send you out of here for 1 second. Stay down in the little chat. Don't leave me.
I'm not leaving.
Okay. So don't let your husband click on that little mouse thing.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But I just wanted to say, oh, I went blurry. Let me come back and focus here.
There we go.
There we go. All right. But I just want to say thank you again. And I'm going to go ahead and take you off air. Let's just see. We got a couple more goodbyes quick before. Oh, Tracy says she already liked you on Instagram.
Oh, Tracy, thank you so much.
Love that. And thank you for adding your friends to our group. Love that.
That's so great. Thank you so much for that.
All right. So, Amy, hold on for 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and give our closing, and then I just want to make sure we are able to talk for another moment. So, thank you so much, Amy.
Thank you so much.
All right. Hold on 1 second. All right, guys. She is amazing. I seriously, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know what happened this week. It was a very rough week for me. I'm not going to get into it because otherwise I'll cry. But I'll be really honest. Today's conversation with Amy just completely sparked me up just gave me that sense of a normal day, which I really, really needed, and it meant the world to me. Having you all join us also means the world to me. If you are interested in being a guest, down below, I'm still working on some guests to lead us through the end of this year. Next week, I'm not sure if I'm going to have a show or not. I decided that my family needs a little getaway for a couple of days, so we might go away. So I might offer something a little different next Saturday night. Otherwise, you know what? This is our 10th episode. I probably should have had like balloons and banners and stuff. But 10th episode, so there's a lot for you to go back and watch. Maybe I could have put together like a, what was it, like America's Next Top Model, where they used to do all those clips together, like the things you never saw behind the scenes. I don't know. But 10 episodes in, I absolutely love this. Thank you guys for joining. It means the world to me. And if you want, sign up down below. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and then make sure you like this video. Guys, I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. Take care. And I won't be here next week live, but I will definitely have something fun for you to watch. Like I said, going to take a little vacation, get away for a couple days. So take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye. Thank you for showing up today. I appreciate it. Bye, guys.